We have LeBron James, who has been nothing but a model citizen and an icon, the second greatest player of all time, being called all types of names simply because he likes Caitlin Clark's game.
In an era where legends are defined by their grace under pressure, the game's greatest ambassador has been thrown into the crossfire. The most unique and shocking development in the sports world isn't a trade or a buzzer beater. It's the vitriol directed at LeBron James simply for appreciating greatness. This isn't a debate about the GOAT. This is a story about the moment the mainstream sports media and its most powerful figure, LeBron James, were forced to call out the deep-seated resentment brewing inside the WNBA. LeBron James, a man who has navigated the treacherous waters of global fame with near-flawless precision for 2 decades, has been labeled an Uncle Tom and a raccoon in a coordinated social media attack. Why? Because LeBron James took to his platform to agree with a statement of fact, an observation about the undeniable economic and cultural impact of rookie sensation Caitlin Clark. For LeBron James, a 40-year-old icon who has been in the spotlight since the age of 17 without even a speeding ticket to his name, the attack is not just a betrayal of sportsmanship. It's a shocking window into the pettiness that threatens to derail the WNBA's biggest moment. We are witnessing a historic paradox. The players of the WNBA, led by a chorus of voices, are actively fighting the very tide that is lifting their own ship, and it took the courage of a legend like LeBron James to hold up the mirror. This is a deep dive into the clash between LeBron James, the legacy media, and the bitter irony of the hate directed at Caitlin Clark. The origin of this firestorm can be traced to a single Instagram like. LeBron James engaged with a post from the legendary broadcaster Dick Vitale. And when LeBron James validated Dick Vitale's words, he inadvertently detonated a bomb in the WNBA locker room. Let's look at what sparked this conflict.
He said this: absolutely pure jealousy that WNBA players voted Caitlin Clark as the 9th best guard. Someday they will realize what she has done for all the players in the WNBA. Chartered planes, increase in salaries, sold out crowds, improved TV ratings. And there you see one LeBron James liked what Dick Vitale had to say, and he is being blasted.
The implication was clear. The WNBA, which has spent years fighting for visibility, is now trying to diminish the player bringing them that visibility. Immediately after LeBron James liked that post, the backlash against him was swift and relentless. He was accused of being a puppet, a sellout, a man ignorant of the real issues. But what LeBron James did was simply state the objective truth. Caitlin Clark, the rookie, has changed the financial landscape of the league. When Caitlin Clark arrived, the league secured charter flights for everyone. When Caitlin Clark arrives in a city, the arena sells out. Where Caitlin Clark plays, the TV ratings, whether on ION or ESPN, surpass 27 million viewers. For LeBron James to point out the obvious, that the players of the WNBA are benefiting from the wave Caitlin Clark created, is not a diss. It's a fact that is too uncomfortable for them to accept. And the long-term strategic consequence of this attack on LeBron James and Caitlin Clark is that the WNBA has created a them versus us narrative that undermines the collective bargaining power they are desperately trying to build. This isn't just a sports story, it's a business story about how envy can cost an entire league its future. LeBron James knew the risk of speaking up, but he did it anyway, because the truth about Caitlin Clark's impact is too powerful to ignore. To understand why LeBron James is being vilified, we have to look at the psychology of the WNBA players and their relationship with their own star. It's an investigation into why the arrival of the Golden Goose has sparked such hatred. Colin Cowherd of Fox Sports accurately pinpointed the hypocrisy.
They were saying people are sexist, the media is sexist, we're not being promoted, we're underappreciated. And then they get the Golden Goose and they don't like what it looks like.
See, he's not lying. He's not lying. Somebody gave the green light for these dudes in the mainstream world to start keeping it real again. Thank you.
The irony is devastating. For years, WNBA players pointed fingers at the media and the fans, accusing them of sexism and a lack of promotion. They demanded the spotlight, better salaries, and national recognition. And then Caitlin Clark showed up. As Colin Cowherd pointed out, they finally got their Golden Goose, but they don't like what it looks like. She is the fulfillment of their prayers, yet they resent her for it. This is where the contrast with other sports is stark. Colin Cowherd brought up the perfect analogy. When the Rams realized Puka Nacua was better than Cooper Kupp, they didn't bench him out of jealousy. When the Patriots realized a sixth-round pick named Tom Brady was better than the highest-paid quarterback in the league, Drew Bledsoe, they didn't fight it. They rode the wave, they won Super Bowls. But in the WNBA, the players are choosing to drown in their own bitterness rather than succeed with Caitlin Clark leading the way. The statistic that Caitlin Clark is the most double-teamed and blitzed player in the entire league, more than the rest of the league combined, isn't just a basketball strategy, it's a psychological indictment. It proves they are treating her as an enemy to be neutralized, not a teammate to be celebrated. And then we have figures like LeBron James entering the fray, risking his own legacy to call out this madness. LeBron James sees the game from a level of intellect that recognizes that the wave is a tidal wave. He knows that if Caitlin Clark fails, everyone fails. But the players are too blinded by their visceral hatred of Caitlin Clark's race and her overwhelming success to see that LeBron James is actually trying to save them. The fallout from this attack on LeBron James and the treatment of Caitlin Clark is about to trigger a massive financial and chemistry shift in the WNBA. We are watching a franchise-altering crisis unfold. The players are demanding money and exposure that they didn't earn, and as the analysis from Outkick shows, the hatred is only getting worse.
Definitely hatred. It's beyond just being a little bit jealous and no, they hate her. They're hater. And this is my thing with Caitlin Clark. You need to stop coming out and speaking up for these people. It's nothing you can do that's going to make them like you. You came up and out of nowhere you said, yeah, black women aren't getting this and that. You did that. They still hate you. You've done everything you can to try to get bonuses for players. They still hate you. You got them private planes.
This is the high-stakes climax. As one analyst points out, the envy has turned to pure hatred. The players are activists voting against Caitlin Clark for All-Star, ranking her 9th among guards simply because they cannot stand that she is the face of their league. Caitlin Clark tried to bridge the gap. She spoke out about the struggles of black women in the league. She tried to get them bonuses. She helped get them private planes. But as the clip says, you did that, they still hate you. So what happens now? The financial impact of this toxicity is catastrophic. Advertisers like State Farm love Caitlin Clark, but they see the hostility. Sponsors want a product that feels positive and unified. If the players continue to degrade Caitlin Clark, they risk alienating the corporate dollars that Caitlin Clark attracts. This is the ultimate irony. By trying to tear down Caitlin Clark, the WNBA players are cutting off the branch they are sitting on. LeBron James saw this coming. For LeBron James to step into this minefield shows the severity of the situation. He is a businessman. He knows that a divided league is a broke league. The prediction is grim. If this hatred doesn't stop, the WNBA will experience a devastating contraction in growth. They will have a star, Caitlin Clark, who is isolated and hated, and a league that is hated by the public for how it treats its only cash cow. LeBron James tried to warn them, but they shot the messenger.